Hello Ratbags, it's Joe Plays Games. Welcome to a No Man's Sky update video. Yes, I'm doing an update video on No Man's Sky, mainly because I really think it's important to show you guys some of the fixes that are coming in. If you're on PC, you would have already received this update. It's gone from the experimental, I do believe, to the next big one. Also, it's come to PS4 in the last couple of hours. If you notice an update for the PS4 today on No Man's Sky, this is what it's fixed. Xbox players, you're going to have to wait just a tiny bit longer for Microsoft to certificate it and get it pushed through. But I'm hopeful it will come out maybe this weekend. Now, Microsoft don't normally patch stuff at the weekends. You find that you often don't get updates dropping at the weekends, but they have occasionally done it in the past with hot fire fixes, basically. Stuff that's really important. So fingers crossed this will come to you, because I know some of you guys are having massive problems. So let's go through the biggest ones that I know about from you guys in Discord, as well as obviously these patch notes. Now, I realise that some people might still be a bit upset that there is some of these bugs and issues affecting the game, particularly after such a big hype and big launch, and it definitely might have retracted from some people's enjoyment of the game of the latest next update. But I am really loving the game, I'm really enjoying it, I can't wait to actually get to play it. In fact, so much so I've not even wanted to do any more guides in it because I just want to play the game. Anyway, this is what's available on PC at the moment, and I'm going to go through every single one so that you guys know about it. Fixed an issue where players who saved after partially repairing some items of technology would be unable to load that save game. So this has been happening quite a lot. Lots of you have been telling me that basically every time you've loaded up a world, it will say you've got 5 or 10 hours in the game, and then it's just not there. It resets you. A lot of the time also, it seems to be to do with multiplayer. If you're joining other friends' worlds together, all of you have lost your game data saves. So I don't know if that's exactly the same thing, but I'm hopeful that is what's causing it, or that's the issue. But yes, please note that if the game has not been saved, then progress has not been lost and you will be recovered. Fix the crash caused by memory corruption. Fix the crash in the animation system, fix the crash when saving on a freighter, fix the crash when fleet expeditions end without their capital ship present, fix the number of memory leaks. Fix an issue where warping in multiplayer could cause players to spawn on a planet rather than in space. Fix an issue where freighter bases would be in the wrong position. Fix the issue where the build menu could crash if there was nothing available to build. Fix the issue where players would be unable to warp during the antimatter stage of the tutorial. That is a big one. I've known a couple of people that have had that problem. They've just not been able to warp. It says they need to upgrade their hyperdrive or fix their hyperdrive, and they just can't do it. They just can't put the fuel into it. It just won't reload. So really glad that one's coming. Fixed an issue where the mission destination would be incorrectly reported as in another system at the hermetic seal phase of the tutorial. A lot of people have been complaining about this one. It might not even be on the other system, but basically you go around the map looking for something, and you can actually just find it in the little drop next to your ship. There's normally a little sort of technology drop. Hopefully it's in there, so go and check that out before you go running across the system. If it does ask you to go running across the system, I should say, don't do it. That is a huge bug. So I mean, you can go and do it, but it should be on the planet. It shouldn't be in another system. Fixed an issue where upgrade modules installed in the main exosuit inventory would not be saved correctly. I've had this one. I've bought a couple of upgrade modules and they've just not installed. They've just disappeared from my inventory completely, and it's just not been there at all. So I'm glad that one's fixed. Fixed an issue where portable refiners placed near each other would share inventories. This is probably going to be the end of the duplication glitch. Yes, there is a duplication glitch, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about it. Basically, you put two portable refiners together, you start making something in one of them, you will actually get the same item come out of both as long as you've placed them both together. So if you're desperate for some credits and units on Xbox, maybe you can try that out now. How do you feel about glitches? I often used to show glitches and cheese spots in Destiny and Minecraft back in the day. But when Ark came out, because it was a multiplayer game, it really felt like cheating, and I actually used to have a go at people that would do it. In fact, I had a big few arguments with other tubers showing people how to glitch or duplicate stuff, because it was such a big problem on official servers. But I feel like with No Man's Sky, it's not really an online game in that respect. What you do in terms of if you're going to cheese or you're going to cheat or whatever, it doesn't really affect other players. But I don't know, it still feels a little bit wrong to show you guys a duplication glitch video. You let me know what you think, whether or not I should be doing something like that. But anyway, it looks like that's going to be fixed. I presume they're fixing it, and because it says here, just fixed an issue where they would share inventories. So it doesn't actually say it's the duplication bug they've fixed. Someone let me know, if trying it out on PS4. PS4 has had it fixed supposedly. Let me know if you can duplicate items using 2 portable refiners. Fixed an issue where the cockpit of some ships would continually open and close. Fixed an issue where new controls were missing from the controls page. Fixed the crash in creature routines. Fixed the crash when multiple players put ammunition into a refiner. Fix for occasional crash when receiving mission rewards. Fix the crash adjusting anisotropic filtering settings. Potential crash in geometry streaming, and they've got improvements for PC AMD GPUs. Fixed the issue where players had physical nanites in their inventory but they could not be spent at vendors. Granted players nanites when they dismantle their obsolete technology, spend nanites on new upgrades in space stations. They've also added a tutorial mission to guide players through the restoration of their old base. If you don't know, if you obviously been playing the game for ages, we're treating No Man's Sky like it's a new release for a lot of people, particularly on Xbox. But if you've been really playing the game, what's meant to happen is all your old base gets put into basically a blueprint. You get all your items and you can just rebuild it essentially, or you can replace it somewhere. They had to do that because there was some issues and in the way that they're generating the worlds, and they're generating new base features as well, like building pieces. So that is why they've done that. So if you've had problems carrying on playing the game, your base has disappeared, don't worry, the world hasn't wiped. You just need to go through your inventories and see if you can find the cache that has your base cache in it. It might even be on the planet that you normally have it and you just didn't see it, so go and check it out. I'll have to see that. Anyone's got any more info about that, let me know. Fixed an issue where players were unable to build frigate terminals in creative mode. Yes, now that one was a big one. I wanted to show you guys how to build in your frigate and some of the benefits of doing that, but I couldn't do it because I couldn't place the terminal down, which really sucked because I was well on my way to trying to make a good video showing you guys. So I'm glad that's fixed. I'll be able to do something with that on the PS4 now. Fixed an issue where S-class ships changed appearance. Fixed an issue where players were unable to build the base cache on their freighter to retrieve compensation for the loss of their freighter base. Fixed issue where some exosuit technology was not converted to obsolete technology. This does not apply retroactively to save games that have already been upgraded. So, that's a bit of a dodgy one then. I guess there's some exosuit technology that is just not, it doesn't work in the game anymore, but it hasn't completely gone to obsolete technology. So if that's the case, you might as well just get rid of it. If it's not going to become something that gives you credits when you recycle it or whatever, it does look like you're going to be just stuck with that because they're not going to fix it. Improved the mapping of old substances to new substances during the save upgrade. Please note this does not apply retroactively to save games that have already been upgraded. So like I said, that is the fixes that are gone through at the moment for PS4 and PC, and hopefully Xbox very soon. But there are even more that are currently available on the experimental branch, I do believe, or it's just rolled out to PC. So these will be coming, but they might not be coming this weekend. I won't expect to see these fixed come into the PS4 or the Xbox until maybe the beginning of next week. Fixed an issue that will restore more save games for players who saved with partially repaired tech. Fixed issue where players who had partially repaired a piece of broken technology would have an incorrect item in the repair interaction. Fixed issue where players in underwater bases played the wrong animations. Fixed issue where freighters incorrectly reported they did not have enough fuel to warp. Fixed the crash in the base building system. Improved garbage collection and reduced memory footprint of physics. Prevented occasional crashing animation. Reduced memory footprint of planetary textures from space. So it seems to be a lot about streaming textures in and the planets, the world, obviously saving on memory. So that's a really good one. If you have got a bug that's not been mentioned as fixed, you can go and submit it here. If you really want to help out the No Man's Sky community, I'll leave the link down below. Go and tell them all about whatever bug or problem you're facing at the moment and let them know. The quicker we do this, the better we can get the game running even better. Don't forget, it's not going to be that long till we start seeing weekly content. No Man's Sky and Hello Games have promised that they're going to be delivering weekly event style content. Now when I say weekly style event content, it does look like it's more choosing a mission from a freighter, whether it's your freighter or another freighter where you can have multiplayer and you can basically go and do things. But they are talking about it in a way like it's going to be a community thing. So you would need an X amount of players to do something across the whole No Man's Sky network, and then everyone gets the reward. So it might be a case of like everyone's got to scan 1 million suns, and so everyone has to go and scan 1 million suns. You know what I mean? Something like that. Obviously, I know there's no suns in the actual game; they're just stars. But yeah, you get the idea. That's what I'm expecting from their sort of community content. Also, if you're interested, maybe you want to get more into stuff going on with No Man's Sky while you're not playing a game, while you're on your phone or just doing something else, go and check out the galacticatlas.nomansky.com. This is a website they've set up basically, and this is how a lot of community stuff is going to be sort of implemented, or you'll be able to see the progress of what we do with them community weekly event style missions. It's a really cool little idea. You can see who's got the most popular regions, so these are actually the most popular spots, so it might give you a bit of a clue about where to go if you want to find lots of resources and kind of find details about that planet or that system. It might be a little bit too in-depth for some people, but I really love stuff like this, and it's directly made by the community. People are actually looking this up. Look how much stuff there's got going on here. So these are all players that have found these planets and stuff and points of interest, and it's just going to become like a heat map, so we'll be able to find the most interesting things. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited to get more into this and see what's going on with some of these destinations and see some of the screenshots people have been posted and the information. It's just a really cool, nice feature. Maybe I can even find stuff I've posted. Also, come and join my Discord. We've got a No Man's Sky channel set up. Everyone's talking, everyone's helping each other out with tips, we're sharing screenshots, and I'm using screenshots for my thumbnails. So if you want your screenshot to be used maybe as a thumbnail in the next No Man's Sky video, come and post it and just talk to us how much you're enjoying the game. Also, you can come and have a whinge as well if you are finding some problems or issues. Maybe someone will have a solution for you. And if you've not watched it already, go and watch my how to get millions of units in No Man's Sky legitimately without too much cheesing. There's no duplication glitches in that video, but it will give you a hell of a lot of tips, including how to make still millions by selling whispering eggs. Go and watch that video now. Make sure you give it a good thumbs up. I will be carrying on doing some guides. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't made a guide in a while. It's been a good few weeks, maybe even a month or so before I've made an actual game guide. And I really enjoy it. I made so many for Ark Survival Evolved. I made quite a few for Conan Exiles, as well as a bunch of other games like Subnautica and 7 Days to Die. It's reignited my interest in it. I love the idea of putting together a crafted video showing gameplay, not just talking over some patch notes or blurbing. So I'm going to carry on doing some more of them, as well as all the other content I've got going on. I will be carrying on doing the No Man's Sky update videos. I'll be talking about the future of it, when they're dropping new content, and of course the weekly bug fixes that they seem to gonna start doing probably. I will give you guys a lowdown on what to expect, what's fixed and what is working. Until then, rat bags, I will see you lot later.